So, we in that new year, new me season.
Yes.
But a lot of us still have some of the same goals from 2023. And a lot of y'all, and I know for sure because y'all came up to me and asked,
You
a
did.
lot of y'all wanted to start a podcast.
Yes.
I got good news for you, player. Spotify for podcasts is here for every need you have.
We've been using Spotify for podcasters since we started our podcast. It's so easy. You literally record, edit, and upload all from your phone, your computer. So no matter what your setup looks like, you can start now.
Yes, get your conversations, your opinion, your views out to the world. People need to hear you.
You can distribute your podcast to Spotify and anywhere else that podcasts are heard.
With Spotify for podcasters, you can earn money in a multitude of ways. Ads or podcast subscriptions. I mean, it's an easy way to get your visions out to the world and earn some extra pocket change.
Yeah, my favorite thing about all of this is free 99.
Yes. They don't charge you a dime. So you really got nothing holding you back. Today, not tomorrow, today. Let's be heard. Spotify for podcasters.
Let's be seen. Welcome back to another episode of the For the Healthy Host podcast.
Where we talk about conscious living, self-awareness, and everything in between.
I'm your host, Ree.
Sunset Tim.
I'm sorry.
Why you laugh?
I guess because I'm happy and just like hearing you say it. But thank you so much for joining us.
What do you got going on?
And let's start over.
No, we not starting over. You need to straighten up or you get kicked off this fucking podcast.
Okay. Whew. Thank you so much for joining us and allowing us to be a part of your journey. You didn't let me start over.
Nah, what we need to start over for? You just need to calm down. I like the energy. I really do.
I'm just really excited. It's been a long time.
It's been 2 weeks.
That's a long time. I was laughing so hard that tears is in my eyes. Can you see them?
I can. I can also see a ridiculous
Human
person.
being.
Yes, I can.
It's
But we
fine.
back after our 2-week little break. I know y'all been asking. We just took a little small vacation. We do a lot of talking on our lives and stuff like that. So we have to take a mental break,
Exactly.
every now and then just to make sure we all right. Remember, we always take a break before we reach our ceiling. You don't want to crash out, nothing like that. So, yeah, we back. We missed y'all.
Good. I mean, why did I say good?
Again, you need to get on your game.
Girl, what you
or I'm gonna
doing?
boot your ass if you don't get on it.
I think I was preparing to ask you, how are you doing? And I was like, oh, okay, good. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, but how are you doing?
I'm doing good. My sleep has been, it's been actually good the last couple days. I can't lie. It was rocky for a little minute. Hydrated real well today, I gotta say. Proud of that.
Are you though?
I am. I've been beating your ass with this water lately.
You are more hydrated than me today.
I don't know about today, but you catching up from the other day when you had that one little bottle.
Here's the thing. I typically drink
doing?
more.
Let's not even do this.
We're going to do this. I typically drink more water than you. So it's a big deal that you're drinking more water than me. Like, it's a huge thing. So
You worried about old accomplishments. I'm worried about today.
Okay.
How you been?
I've been good. I've been good.
Sound like it.
I have been really good, and being here, it makes me feel even better. I had a little bit of, negative energy earlier this morning, but I'm much better after I let it out.
Let me help you out real quick. Your necklace kind of, they can't see it. There you go.
What they can't see?
The 4-4 was out of place.
Oh, thank you. Are too kind. Thank you.
Yeah. I know you work hard on your stack, so.
I work really hard on the stack. For all the people who can visually see us, check out the
And
stack.
everybody who be on the ground, y'all know she keep the stack of necklaces.
I do. Necklace. Why you got on so many
necklace?
necklace?
Keep a stack of that. But how y'all been? I know it's been a long time. So how y'all been? From the cubicles.
From the cubicles at the gym. I was gonna say at gym.
Mm-hmm.
At the gym.
So, but what we rapping about today? What's the first subject back?
Today we're rapping about. Well, I say rapping, but today we're talking.
Trying to be like me.
I'm not trying to be like you. I'm just like going off of what you said. But today we're talking about the power of uncertainty and embracing the unknown.
Yes.
So,
in other words, how does Glow famously put it?
that's why I love tomorrow.
That's why I love tomorrow. We're gonna break down why we love tomorrow so much and how tomorrow is an opportunity to change your life.
For sure. I think so much of our life, for me personally, so much of my life, I was really taught to have a plan. Like, to know what I'm going to do from the moment not the moment I'm born, because, you just a baby, but have pretty much my life planned out and to know every next move so I can predict, like, the foreseeable future. You know what I mean? And in the past, when I didn't like know what was going to happen next, or I didn't have a clear vision of what my future looked like or what the unknown looked like, that was really fucking scary for me.
Yeah, it's scary for everybody.
Yeah.
It is. It's taking you out your safe place. I feel like when we know the path, we feel so much more comfortable walking it. It's almost like you can do it eyes closed. Like your path, your commute to work, like you be so far into thought. Sometimes you'll make that turn and all that, the light, and you won't even think about, you know what I mean, the cars in front of you. It's almost like you're on autopilot going there, you know what I mean?
Right. That's exactly what it is. Autopilot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just so routine for you. You just smooth all the way through it. You don't think. That's certainty, and we find great comfort in certainty. You know what I mean? It's relaxing. It's where you rest, and certain levels of certainty are needed. Like, say, there are levels of planning you need to do in life. Ultimately, we all know that, like, you can plan as much as you want to, but life really gonna throw you what the fuck it feels like.
Definitely.
I mean, but it is good. It's good to have some type of plan. You trying to stay close around a path that you trying to, stay with. But life gonna give you what it want.
Definitely.
So when we speak about the fear of uncertainty, what we really just speaking about is doing something with an unknown result.
Right.
Like stepping out there for something and you don't know how it's going to come back for you. It can be anything in life, from chasing your dreams, your career,
relationships,
dating, like anything that involves you and the rest of the world. You know what I mean? It gives such fear to a lot of people that people will somehow kind of mold this mindset into staying into the mundane, like, and just living there and finding some type of comfort in that. And we all got levels of mundane that we have in our lives that are routine that help us out,
right?
Like help us stay sane, because we'd be one of them crazy motherfuckers in the world if we didn't have our routine and our things that we turn to. But you have to have some level of uncertainty if you actually want to bring something new and exciting into your life.
Definitely. Fearing the unknown can make you play it safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can make you not go for those dreams or not go for that relationship just because you're scared about how it's going to turn out. And you really have to use some level of I guess vulnerability, like just to, like, I know we speak about vulnerability a lot, but in this sense, I'm saying, like, you really just have to put yourself out there. Like, just being uncomfortable, that's a vulnerable space, like, by itself. And you really have to just become familiar with the unknown and trust the unknown. Because, like, just truth be told, we do pretty much anything in life. We don't know how it's going to turn out.
No, you don't.
You have no idea. So, yeah, I mean, I know it's easier said than done. We're going to get into it a little bit later in this episode, but you really do, like, it's no reason for you to fear the unknown. Like,
just, stay solid in who you are. Like, be certain about who you are and not certain about the future. Like, as long as I know who I am, as long as I'm rooted in who I am, no matter what the future throws me, I feel like I will be okay.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So don't too much worry about the future. Just stay solid on who you is as a person, my dog.
And like your core values, the things that you truly value.
Absolutely.
So when we live a life that is predictable, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to continue to get predictable outcomes in your life.
You don't got to think about what's going to happen. You know it.
Exactly. And it's like, where's the fun in that? Where's the excitement in that? And
the elevation.
The elevation, the growth, and especially coming from a standpoint for someone who has goals, you know what I'm saying, and dreams that they want to reach. If every single day you wake up and do the exact same things that are not in alignment with the life that you want to create, you're going to keep getting the same results, and you're going to stay in this reality that isn't what you dream of, you know?
It's not serving you. When you keep sliding deeper, because, like, ultimately you sliding deeper and deeper into a life you don't want. You know what I mean? Every single day. And like I said, the only way out of that is to step into the uncertainty.
Exactly. And y'all probably have heard me say this before. I say this all the time. Like, even when me and you were having a conversation, like, basically is living in the program. Like what you mentioned earlier, you're on autopilot because, at first we start, I bet the routine we got now, we probably don't even remember when we started to implement these particular things into our life. And so now it's like we're on autopilot. And I don't think autopilot is always necessarily like a bad thing when it comes to habits that are serving you.
Yeah.
But when you're on autopilot in your routines in your life and those habits aren't serving you, it's terrible. And like scientifically speaking, like I've said this before too, I believe scientifically speaking, like your cells, your brain cells are now processed and wired to do those same exact actions to create that same exact predictable future.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if you do the same, you're gonna get the same. You talk to the same people, y'all gonna stay around the same conversations. When you think about the people you talk to every day, y'all got a set list of shit y'all talk about. Whether it's sports, weather, how you doing, whatever it is. Yeah, it's not sports for you. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is, y'all got a set thing y'all talk about. And if you talk to them, you're gonna have that same conversation in a different type variable. But like, talk to the same people, you getting the same results. You go to the same places, you won't get the same vibes. You know what I mean? If you chase your dream in this same passion, you probably gonna get the same results in some way or form. Like, we have to step out and add something new if we want something new.
Exactly. Listen, it's time to turn it the fuck up.
Yeah, and the thing about life is the only thing why it scare you so much, like you go to the store, you buy a new product, don't like it, you return. In life, you cannot return certain things. You just gotta live with that experience. But that experience was worth the purchase.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No,
oh
for
my
real.
God.
This is when one of your analogies.
I think that's the word. Analogy. I can't spell it, so.
Is when it finally hit home for me.
It finally hit home.
Finally. But no, that's facts. Like, because when it, like with life, like, you can't return the center. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
You can't return it. Like, you just have to live with that experience, whether you liked it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, new places, new vibes, new people, new conversation, goddamn new knowledge, new game. Like, just keep going and find things out there and keep elevating yourself into different areas, and you will find some type of certainty within yourself, so you be brave to step out there and do your own thing regardless of what static is out there.
I love that. Certainty within yourself.
Yeah, certainty within you.
That's game because I think about like certainty within the universe, and I do believe that, this God or the universe created us. So if this divine power created us, then that power is within us. So by having certainty in the universe, you have that same certainty in yourself.
Absolutely.
And I know y'all be listening to our podcast and like hearing what we're saying, and sometimes when you hear it, we can make shit sound really easy.
Yeah,
like, you
absolutely.
know what I'm saying?
I think the internet makes it
facts,
sound and look easy.
Facts. Like, I was just gonna say that, like, there's people I watch, listen to, and I be like, damn, they made that shit sound good, but also very easy. Super. And that's a blessing and a curse, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because honestly, it really is that easy, but at the same time, it's really not. And I think a lot of times we can't move forward in life and grow into this beautiful person that we're meant to be because we're so stuck in survival mode.
So we living in this big ass concrete jungle, right? And I get it. Like, you make the wrong move, your ass is out there to the wolves, right? I used to say this when we moved to Texas is when I realized, like, damn, the only thing separating you, a lot of people, from a homeless man is like 2 bad checks. Like, you think about that. Like, you miss 2 checks. Like, just erase them. They gone. Like, you might not be able to make rent. And a lot of people ain't got nobody to call on.
Yeah.
Like, it's only a couple things separating you from the wolves. You know what I'm saying? So I get in this concrete jungle why you want to walk the same path because you didn't die on it yesterday.
Facts.
I understand that. But you also didn't live on that motherfucker either. Like, you went somewhere and you got enough fruit. You got enough food to eat for a couple days. But, like, if we want a bounty of food to feed us and our family, we're going to have to go through this jungle. And, like, we might have to step in areas we ain't never been in.
Okay, I love that. I love how I didn't know where it was going, but I love it. Let me ask you this: what does survival mode look like? Like, what does that mean to you?
Doing what you gotta do. That's like the saying from hood, like doing what you gotta do. There's a big difference in life between doing what you gotta do and doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I was thinking, probably speaking for you too, but like for me, I'm finally in the area where I'm doing what I want to do.
Facts.
But for a long part of my life, I was doing what I had to do. Like, and that's what survival mode to me is. Yo, the decisions you want to make versus the decisions you gotta make.
Yeah, and I think sometimes you can be physically out of survival mode, but mentally still stuck in it.
Absolutely.
Definitely, for sure.
Like you've been, like I said, if you was a person who was verbally abused for so long, it's still gonna be hard for you to take a compliment.
Definitely.
Like, it's just gonna be hard for you to do it because, like you said, you so conditioned to getting taught to that certain way. Even when somebody coming around and saying all the things you wish that other person would have said, it still don't feel real.
Yeah.
Like shit is like that sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. And to me, survival mode too, I think living in the program is an example of survival mode to me. But being able to like embrace the unknown and embrace uncertainty is one of the ways that you can get out of survival mode, because we stay in survival mode to survive. And when you finally reach a space in your life, and I mean mentally, physically, spiritually, to open up to embracing the unknown, so many amazing things, like literally miracles, will start to happen for you.
Absolutely. You can change everything for you and your family when you step into it.
For sure.
Small.
This is not a Sunset Tim album. That's what I'm going to say.
My life is a Sunset Tim album.
So, I'll ask you. So, do you believe in destiny and like fate? Not Destiny's Child.
Nobody believes in Destiny's Child.
Oh my God, everyone believes in Destiny's Child.
I'm talking about Destiny's Child didn't believe in Destiny's Child. That's why they broke up, wasn't it?
Travis Lutton, we will not talk like this.
I'm just joking, of course.
About Destiny's Child.
Nah, I fuck
They're
with
the
Destiny's
blueprint.
Child. No, I do not believe in fate nor destiny. I believe it is a comfort zone for a lot of people to believe that it will just magically happen. But I'm sorry to tell you, in my belief, I have never seen fate take control. Like, I had never have. LeBron James is like the world's greatest athlete, but it wouldn't have been fate if he never went to practice or none of these things. The Nike wasn't gonna find him and just like pull him out the hood. Like, the Lakers weren't just gonna come to Cleveland randomly and just pull him out the hood. Like, he'd just been a tall ass black dude. You know how many of them I see a day? They not in the league. Like, it's a lot of them
every day.
Like, Kendrick Lamar still be sitting on the couch if he was waiting on Interscope to come to Compton.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no fate. Like, for me, in my opinion, I know people might feel differently, but there's no fate. You're gonna have to go out there and find a way to make it happen.
For sure.
Now, do you believe in fate?
You know, the short answer is no. Mm-hmm. I believe that we are all born with these talents, and we use these particular talents to communicate with the world around us and impact the world around us, positively. Yeah. I do believe that. I do believe, like, yeah, you're born with this particular thing, and this is your way to communicate with the world and leave your print, on the world. Mm-hmm. Now, when I was younger, we talked about this earlier, but when I was younger, it was really installed in me that there was this magical God in the clouds, literally controlling every single thing that was happening. It was all written, all planned out.
And man had no control of nothing.
Like, what was going to happen for me was going to happen regardless of what I did. Mm-hmm. And I just don't like, I don't know. I feel like that had something to do like with the religion I grew up in. I think it had a lot to do with that. Cause you're like, what the saying, God's watching you. Like, they tell kids that. They tell you that. And I kind of like, based on being told that and some of the other things that I was told, I felt like, okay, this is all, he up there working, like, and mixing. But no, I don't believe in fate. I don't.
No, like I said, I don't. nothing has. I don't think fate has ever just brought certain things together, people together, and things like that. I think you have coincidences now. Don't get me wrong.
I
Like,
don't know. See, now I'm going back. Like, I do believe certain people are put in your life for like, I think it was fate that we met. You don't believe that?
do I think it was fate that we met? Nah.
You don't?
I don't think it was fate that we met. I think that we both was on this journey, like to find somebody to connect with in life in a certain way, and then we found each other. And it ain't been fate that we stayed together. It's been work that we stayed together.
Facts.
It ain't been fate. Like, so I think, like you said, you align yourself a certain way and you present yourself a certain way, and that's how we found each other.
That's true. Okay. Fate versus everything happens for a reason. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And I used to try to make myself believe that everything happened for a reason.
You don't believe everything happens for a reason?
I believe that. Now, I do believe this, that God has put, like you said, when he said God put certain people in your life, but it's for certain reasons and challenges and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's necessarily fate, though. I think when God puts them there, he don't necessarily know exactly what's going to happen of this relationship, but he knows that these two people have something they need to rub off on each other. You know what I mean? To make them better.
Yeah.
But he doesn't necessarily know what you're
going
to do with this interaction.
I can agree to that. I feel like this is such an interesting topic, though. But
it is.
I think that different souls connect for a reason. I really do.
So you sound like you got a small belief in.
I don't believe in fate. I believe that our souls connect for a reason. Like, just that. Like,
yeah, I feel you on that. Like, yeah, I definitely believe people, like you said, get brought into your life for certain things. But again, God is not in control. God is not in control. The universe is not in control of the results.
Yeah, of what you do. Only you are.
Of their relationship.
Because, like, yeah, people are brought into your life for certain reasons, whether it be for, growth or a lesson. I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't believe in fate in a sense that, like, you ain't got to work.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do shit. But, like, I don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I don't know. It's not a flat out no. It's not a flat yes.
I believe the universe be working, and then the universe will ultimately pause and be like, all right, now, for us to get to the next step, you do something.
Right. I believe it's definitely, teamwork.
Absolutely, with the universe, yeah. Nobody got it done without Big U.
Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Now, y'all know that we always talk about, just knowing yourself, self-discovery all the time on this podcast. But truth be told, getting to know yourself is definitely a lifelong process because we're always growing and changing.
Absolutely. And finding your peace is not a one-off thing. It is a lifetime journey with you and yourself. And on that road, it is so helpful to have somebody who knows how to listen and understands what you are going through.
Definitely. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding because sometimes we don't even know what we want or why we react the way we do until we finally just talk things through.
Yes, we're beings just on this journey trying to learn ourselves, take care of ourselves the best way we know how. And at times it can be rough. But for those time periods and every time period in between, you can have somebody to turn to.
For sure. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on that journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. I've personally tried BetterHelp and it helped me so much on this journey of self-discovery. I was able to talk about so many things that I had never really uncovered before. One of my favorite things about my experience with BetterHelp is that everything was customized to fit my needs. I also love that it's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. The sign-up process is super simple. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
So if you're considering starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Visit betterhelp.com/FTHH today to get 10% off your first order. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/FTHH. Check them out.
going back to, fearing the unknown. I think we sometimes fear it because we don't think it's going to work out in our favor.
Yes.
We don't think it's going to work out. We think that it's all these terrible, we think of the worst possible things. Like, I remember back in the day, I was a huge Lil Wayne fan, and in one of his lines, he said, expect the worst, but hope for the best.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah. And I don't really agree with that mindset anymore. Like, I used to tell myself, like, even so, I don't know if everybody else knows, but like, I experienced loss at a very young age. Mm-hmm. And so even now to this day, I try to prepare myself for like losing someone close to me, just so I would be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely do that for sure.
And like, that's an example of expecting the worst to happen. But what if we expected the best to happen, like the absolute life of our dreams to happen?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like, my mindset now is that no matter what the situation is, I'm gonna come out with a win.
Exactly.
Like, no matter what. But like you said, I didn't grow up in an environment that thought that we grew up in environments, like you said, that was almost glass half empty. Because everybody was trying to survive, and that's what survival mode is. You know what I mean? Just trying to get by. You know what I mean? But yeah, you got to look at this world with the glass half full. But I think what it is like, in life, I do feel like you take more fails than you actually do wins.
Absolutely.
But the wins, when you do win, that shit is way more impactful than the L's was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that so many people be drawn in on a number of like fails that you take that they just be expecting that so much. But dog, look for them wins. Them wins are huge in life. I know they seem far and few. That's just for the period you in now. Eventually they're gonna be rolling in like rain in April.
Yes, and to go back on that too, like, the losses are amazing as well.
They are.
They are, because they got you all the way up until this point where you did get that win, or you did get that one yes, and that one yes, changed your life.
Absolutely.
So I guess it goes back to like your perspective on things, and like how you take those losses or those no's, and how you let those, fuel you. Just going back to like expecting the best. Like, what if everything did go the exact way that you wanted to go? You're excited about the unknown. Mm-hmm. You're excited to write out your story. And something that I've been getting back into recently is visualization. That's a hard word to say. Visualization.
And so is that like connecting the dots from how you see things going, and then like putting a visual picture to it? So that's connecting the two.
So visualization is basically a manifestation tactic. So we all know, we've heard the word manifestation. That's like, I'm a hoe for that word. That's like one of my favorite words.
Absolutely.
But visualization is just basically a way to manifest the life of your dreams. We talk about all the time how when we think about the past, our bodies don't know the difference from the actual experience versus us thinking it. Visualization works the same exact way. So personally, I'll just say what I did. I wrote down my perfect life, like, and I went extreme, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking like, extreme detail, and like, I'm talking like bands in the account, millions of dollars in the account, you know what I'm saying? I got a condo, like, whatever the case may be. You want to go extreme, because I've heard people say this in the past, but the universe literally doesn't know the difference when you ask for a cup of coffee or
the coffee shop.
The coffee shop. You want to own the shop. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. So like, you want to go extreme. And I wrote everything down in detail. And the thing is, I recently learned, like, you want to read this for 100 days. And when you're reading it, you want to feel like that experience. How does that experience make you feel? Because what you're doing now is you're rewiring your brain, and you're telling yourself like, shit, like, this could actually happen for me. This is my life. Like, you're becoming familiar with that experience. And when you align yourself and your energy with that particular experience, it's easier to manifest that thing. So that's basically what visualization is.
And you flooding your body with the right, like, DNA.
Yes. That's really what it is. You rewire your DNA. And by, like, you're getting out of survival mode. Like, it took years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we was in survival mode for so fucking long,
Yeah,
bruh.
everybody.
Most of my life, I lived in survival mode. So, it's going to take a little extra work. It's going to take some work to get out of that shit. And visualization, I just wanted to give that an honorary mention because it's something that we've been doing. And it's very impactful. And it's a way to, you know, embrace the unknown.
Know exactly what you want to hear with great detail.
Yes, the details are very important.
Know what you want to put in that coffee.
Exactly. You want creamer, you
Like,
want oatmeal.
You know what I mean? Like, know exactly what you want to do.
And be confident in that. Like, that goes back to being certain in yourself. But literally, though, manifestation, visualization, it could be a whole episode. But
it could be. Drum roll, we finna get into, like, how to embrace the unknown. I feel like one of the first steps is being confident in your skills and confident that you can get this done. Like, one of the worst things you can do is step out there, you know, here come the sports shit. Do not roll your eyes.
How are the playoffs, by the way?
The playoffs been awesome for me. Bron and them play tonight, so.
When do the Celtics play?
They play yesterday, won. They gonna beat the shit out. Look at you knowing a little something.
Yeah, I like the Celtics.
But back to my point before I get to talking that shit and this turn into a sports podcast.
Never.
Like, don't step on that field or that court second guessing your skills. Like, you gonna definitely, like, you miss every shot that you think you gonna miss.
Right.
Like, you gonna find a way to miss it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody throw you the ball and you can't make that catch because you telling yourself you can't do a catch like this, you guaranteed to drop that bad boy.
It goes back to the saying, you are what you think you are.
Absolutely. So when we step out there, when you embrace the unknown, please be sure of your skills. You've studied this. Bro, you spend countless times obsessing about this. You think about it all the time. You know this shit.
And don't overthink it. I think we spend a lot of time overthinking.
Yeah, that too.
We think about shit that we think people are going to say and things that people may have actually said to us in relationships, and we let those relationships, you know, impact and affect our confidence and the way we feel about ourselves. And that's something that you have to definitely work with over time, but don't let that shit get to you. Today's episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. HelloFresh takes away the hassle of going to a grocery store, and they make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable.
Absolutely no sweat if you're not the best in the kitchen. HelloFresh provides foolproof recipes that arrive pre-proportioned and ready to prepare in easy-to-follow steps. Look, don't be late, be great. With HelloFresh, they have quick and easy meals that can be ready in 15 minutes or less, saving you time throughout the day so you can get more done.
As a mom and entrepreneur, I sometimes suffer from decision fatigue. So, for me, HelloFresh is pretty much a lifesaver. They provide easy to follow and healthy recipes that me and my family really enjoy. It saves me so much time and so much headache. It's literally a no-brainer.
Go to HelloFresh.com/FTHH50 and use code FTHH50 for 50% off, plus your first box ships free.
That's HelloFresh.com/FTHH50 and use code FTHH50 for 50% off.
HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Know your skill set. You are great. The next, be patient. Like, when you're trying to embrace the unknown, don't think that, like, day one is supposed to give you everything that you was trying to get. Please be patient with it. That thing you're going to do, the plan you have, it will yield good results. It's a solid plan, dog. I believe in that shit. I heard you when you made that plan. I believe in you. But be patient with it. You know what I'm saying? Some plans take, a month, some half a year, some
10 years.
Some years, decades of it. You know what I mean? Be patient.
Yeah, the day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest.
That is a well-known quote, and it's a good one. It's going to be here longer than all of us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we have to have patience with ourselves and with our plans,
Absolutely. Because if not, we bring a whole lot of stress into things, and when we stress, we do too much, we overdo, you get jealous. All the ugliest traits of the human experience start to come out when you are not patient.
Facts. Another thing is to definitely have gratitude. Gratitude will always win. And going back to confidence, but also keeping in that gratitude, expressing self-gratitude is a huge way to gain confidence in yourself and your abilities. But obviously, now going back to just flat out gratitude, gratitude gonna always win.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It's necessary in everything that we do to just to be grateful we can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Like, literally.
Grateful, because there's a point in time we couldn't do this shit.
Exactly. And I mean, y'all, it can be the simplest things. Like, I was on my run the other day and I was like, wow, like, I'm happy. I'm so grateful that I get to do this. Like, my body can physically run. You know what I'm saying? My body is doing this for me. And when you tap into the mindset of gratitude, you really look at the world in a whole different perspective. Like, everything is so much different instead of like, I think we talked about this on another episode. We're forever talking about gratitude.
Forever.
But all of the quote unquote negative experiences that are unfolding in your life, you begin to approach it with the gratitude mindset versus saying like, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of something. I think last time I used a tire.
Just like I said, all the ugly parts of the human experience come out when you're not patient, when you're not showing gratitude for things. You start to do ugly things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it can happen to anybody. It happened to the best of us. It happened to all of us before. But you can stay closer to who you genuinely are if you stay with that gratitude and you stay with that patience. Like you say, I'm so grateful. We ain't got the biggest podcast in the world, but I'm so grateful for this fucking podcast. I remember.
Me too.
7 months ago, what time is it? About 12 or 11? Mm-hmm. I was in a factory sweating my ass off at this time.
You were.
About 7 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Them bitches, I couldn't even drink my smoothie in the morning. Them bitches didn't even allow me to bring that in.
Damn.
Like, I couldn't even do that 7 months ago. So, like, fuck that. I'm grateful for where I'm at. Like, ain't nobody gonna talk me down about where I'm sitting at. This chair is comfortable, and the next one is getting made for me. You know what I mean? So I'm not finna sleep here. I know I got more coming, but I'm grateful for where I am. A motherfucker can't talk me out of my piece.
Well said. Well motherfucking said.
Yeah, you can't talk me out of my piece, bro.
Yeah, I feel that 100%. Like, and then I think when you say, like, when you express gratitude, you have to really feel that shit. Because when you really feel it, like when you really truly feel that shit, and it's gonna be different for everybody, but like I be about to come to tears.
Absolutely.
Like, we did our taxes yesterday, y'all, and you know I'm not gonna get all the way into
taxes.
Fuck them, I hate it. But no, I was like, damn, we really made this much money.
Yes.
Like, tears came to my eyes because like I'm so proud of us. I'm grateful. Like, a job wouldn't pay us this. A job would not pay me or you that much combined.
We tried it.
We gave it a shot.
I asked. You know what I'm saying?
I
asked, but nobody did though.
Nobody did it. And I mean, to be honest, we could have kept trying. Like, we could have stayed within that, in alignment with, I guess, what am I trying to say?
Could have stayed in alignment with what we was trying to do. That, like, because it was comfortable. Like, it was comfortable. Traditionally everybody's done. Like, but ultimately, we stepped into the uncertainty because it wasn't working out.
Bruh, and like, I didn't even think about it in that perspective. When you, like, I already said, like, when you step into the unknown, like, miracles happen, but we stepped into the unknown. We didn't know how this shit was gonna pan out.
This is not, I don't want nobody to think that this was our plan.
Like, this was not our plan.
Not our plan.
We had no idea, like, our podcast was gonna go crazy the way it has been. And so this is just, if you needed any examples, what's the word? I guess if you needed any motivation to step into the unknown.
Yes.
This is it. Like, let this be it for you.
Yes, do that shit. Like, sometimes the plan has to change, and like, no matter how it hurt your feelings or no matter how much you gave that plan, because we gave our other plan everything. Like, they don't know our other plan was for...
What's our other plan?
Our original plan, we had our first daughter, we had our plan of you going to school.
And I did.
And you supposed to graduate.
I did.
Get a great job with the master's.
Not.
It didn't happen. I worked during that time period. I was supposed to go to school. I dropped out. And I was supposed to go back to school once you got your great job. And you could take care of everything. And I was going to go be a teacher. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? This was our original plan. And we gave it everything. Like, thousands of dollars in student debt.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we gave it fucking everything. Like, we put our dreams like not on hold, but we didn't go as hard for them because we knew like this was
This
the plan.
is playing it safe.
Playing
really.
it safe, you know what I mean? This is for our daughters, what we used to tell ourselves, like, and that was the plan. And we went, and you spoke about your Texas experience with them before. We went to Texas, and we fell flat on our face when it didn't work out. And I think that was about 4 years ago, and we had to
It was like 5, 6.
Zuri was born though.
Oh, maybe 4 then.
So 4 or 5, either way it go. Like, that we had to reshape our entire lives. Like, we had to move back in with our parents, and like, I'm grown as hell living with my mom.
At that big age.
At that big age, my big ass on the couch.
Exactly.
At that age, like, so. But it was the best decision we had ever made to restart everything.
I have to say, it definitely humbled me as a human being, because I just felt like, shit, they said like, if I get this degree, I'm gonna be making the money, I'm gonna get the best job ever. And it definitely was the start of the people that we are here now today. It
definitely was the start of stepping into the unknown. Like, from that point on, we was like, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves. Like,
I'm gonna do this shit my way, like Usher.
And we did everything. We remember we first got back, we had the website business.
Bruh, we did do the website. I did
the website business shit going. At that point, I said we was not relying on nobody no more because we had tried that way, and it just did not work for us. So we are true examples of like stepping into the unknown
for sure,
and like really like standing on business.
Definitely, because we haven't depended on somebody outside of ourselves 100% for like money and like years.
Like, it's been years since we depended on somebody just like 100% for that.
Yeah, like get out there and get it, y'all. Like it's out there for y'all. It's one thing I will have to say when all people will say, tell God your plans and he'll laugh. I believe that shit 100%.
I believe that. Like, yeah, that shit. God, I believe that. I've seen that happen. I seen that parable play out in real life.
Too many times.
Way too many times. So, again, step out there, be grateful, be patient, be confident in who you are. If that shit rub people the wrong way, then ultimately it's just something in them that's just rubbed like that. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with you.
It's them. It ain't you, baby.
Yeah, because I do notice in life when you are confident about something, that you can do something, it do rub people the wrong way. People want you to come in and like almost tiptoe with your talent.
Yeah.
Like, be real quiet about it, and like when the world is ready for you to be, goddamn me confident about it, then it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. What's so intimate, especially about a black woman. Like, I've experienced that too. Like, when I was a young like kid. 18, like, I'm grown ass women. Like,
calling
saying
Miss Thing.
Miss Thing, like, shit like that. And so it says so much about that person, versus
you.
Yeah, like, it's them, baby. It's not you. Shine.
Not, like,
do not let nobody dim your motherfucking light ever.
A lot of people are uncomfortable with people that are confident in what they can do. And like, I remember for years, like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. For years, he had this reputation of like being a cocky player and selfish, and like ultimately, like, he would always say, I put the work in, so I expect this shit to happen. So when I tell you it's gonna happen and I go do it, and like, why is it bad for me to tell you that I can do this after all the fucking work I've put in?
Exactly.
Like, fuck that. What was I supposed to tell you? Like, I don't know, waiting on the world to like approve your confidence level, you will never have none.
You will never have none.
At all. Like, so fuck that. If it come off as cocky, like, fucking so be it.
Don't be an asshole though.
People love an asshole. I ain't gonna lie to you, so don't know. Like, fuck that. If somebody asks you, can you do this? And you do that, tell them I do it very well. Yeah.
Very well. Very well.
Absolutely. My dogs, my people. Be brave, step out there, and add these new variables into your life. And when I say variables, I mean like the actual action of the uncertainty. For me, every time I drop an album or, a song, anything like that, that's a variable. Because when I throw it out there, I have no idea what it's going to do. I might expect this, and it give me something totally different, you know what I mean? More or less. But at the end of the day, I'm throwing variables out there to the universe to ultimately change my life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't throw these variables and step out into the unknown, ultimately you just can't change your life.
Exactly. Like you have to make space for the unknown.
Space for the unknown.
If you fucking doing, like we said earlier, if you're doing the exact same things, well, you know what the fuck don't happen. You know what's going. You know what's up.
You can calculate your exact amount of money. If you work at a job, you know how many hours you get a week. You can calculate every penny. But if you start to do something for yourself and put it out there, dog, you can't calculate that. There are chefs who make $30,000 a year, and there are chefs that make $30 million a year. You know what I mean? Put your skill set out there. You don't know what the universe has for you if you never throw a card out there for the universe.
Mix it up.
Yes, try. Throw it out there. Be confident. Like I said, when you do it, don't just throw it out there and sneak it.
Be like, I guess I'm gonna throw it out there.
Don't sneak. Don't sneak. A lot of times, I see a lot of people like, and I've done it in my life too, try to sneak it out there. Like you just drop something, and you just like say it one time, and like that's it. You know what I mean? No, fuck that. If y'all follow me, y'all know my stories. You gonna hear my music and my stories just about every time. Like,
I literally heard Tyler the Creator say, like, why would I say something about that shit one time? Like, no, this is my art. Y'all gonna see that motherfucking shit every time I post. You're gonna hear about it.
Like, absolutely. Like, fuck that. Like, so
don't be side. Don't be a half stepper.
Don't half step about it. I'd rather overstep than half step.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I never learned that in life. Shit, fuck that. If I'm gonna do it, then fucking, I hate to sound like a guy, but like, drop your nuts, like, you know what I mean, and do that shit, bro.
Facts.
And that's to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, drop your nuts, do your thing, like, completely.
Woman up.
Yes, woman up. Step your cookies up, Nikki.
Step your cook. Don't get me started. I'm literally. Are you a Nicki fan? I literally was a Nicki fan.
Yeah, we used to fuck with Nikki hard. Step them cookies up, like, before they crumble.
Before they crumble.
Yes, that shit used to be hard.
Nicki's still the GOAT. I'm sorry. No one has ever done it like Nicki.
I do think Nicki Minaj is the greatest female rapper of all time.
I have to agree.
Because Lauryn Hill ain't necessarily a rapper.
She like a singer.
Like this unicorn type. So she ain't.
I love Lauryn. People tell me she's my lookalike. Do you see it?
I do. I took a picture of you actually, like, and I was like, damn, you look just like Lauryn.
Really?
Yes. I got the computer. I got the pictures. Old. It's old. Really old. But yes, I can get that. You are funny. You are funny. But yes, that is
all we have today, right?
Yes,
or do you have more?
I don't think I got nothing else for y'all at this point. If I told y'all anything now, I'd just be
repeating.
Yeah, talking y'all in circles.
I mean, we could do that, but we know y'all don't. We know that ain't what y'all want. Like,
'cause I have a lot of thoughts in my head.
A lot of thoughts. My thoughts literally be like, have y'all ever seen like the little math equations like flow?
Oh yeah.
That's how my brain look.
And it could be something as simple as like where I'm gonna eat lunch at. Because like, if I eat this burger with these fries, I have this emotion with them.
Yeah. And if I eat that, if I eat that, I can have that for dinner. But
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a mess up top.
It is.
It's a fucking mess.
You don't want to be up there.
Don't go there. But like I said, guys, have confidence. Step out there. Go into the unknown. If
Step
you want
outside. Everything is at your feet. Step outside.
That's the name of my first ever album, by the way. That's why she's saying it like that.
If y'all haven't listened to that one, the very first one.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, it's really good. All of them are good, but step outside. It aligns with today's topic.
Step outside. Absolutely. So,
on that note, you got this. Embrace the unknown.
Turn up, bitch.
Turn up. I literally just told you it's time to turn the fuck up.
Absolutely.
They thought this was something.
They thought it,
but it's time to turn the fuck up. But we love y'all. Y'all got this. And we're sending you so much peace. What do I always say? We're sending you so much peace, so much love, so much abundance, and everything you need in this moment. We'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Peace.